breaks out fiercely, the flames threaten everything around. Will the fire brigade be able to control it in time? Don't take your eyes off today's video, because what happens next will definitely surprise you. While responding to a fire at an apartment in San Antonio, Texas, 3 firefighters were unexpectedly struck by a falling section of the building's wall. Thanks to their quick firefighting response, they were fortunate to escape without injury. A truck suddenly erupted in flames on Montrose Avenue, Le Crescent, and the terrifying moment was captured by a bystander.
Oh my God, this whole thing is fire. Oh my God, this is in front of our door. Fire! Look at the cables! Look at the fire cables! Oh my God!
The fire quickly engulfed the entire vehicle, but luckily, the driver managed to escape just in time. However, before the flames could be contained, the situation escalated when the front of the truck exploded.
Oh God, look at the electric cables. Everything's on fire. Hurry up!
Firefighters quickly arrived and began extinguishing the fire, but the damage to the vehicle was extensive. What do you think about this incident? Could it have been a mechanical failure, or was there another cause behind the fire? A brave firefighter rescued a victim from the fire and escaped through the window just seconds before the flames erupted intensely during an apartment fire in Seoul in 2017.
애들!
Firefighters constantly face unexpected dangers on duty, and the following vehicle fire is a prime example. In 2007, the Bedford Fire Department responded swiftly to a fire on Martin Luther King Byway in Virginia. However, they encountered a major challenge. Of the vehicle contained magnesium components, a metal that reacts explosively with water. When water was applied to extinguish the fire, the flames unexpectedly flared up due to the chemical reaction. Fortunately, no injuries were reported in this incident. On March 29, 2012, firefighters in Dearborn, Michigan, faced a dangerous situation while battling a fire at a dry cleaning facility. As 3 firefighters were conducting ventilation operations, the roof suddenly collapsed, putting them in immediate danger. Thanks to their quick response and coordinated teamwork, they managed to escape unharmed. This incident highlights the unpredictable risks that firefighters encounter every day in the line of duty. On August 17, 2020, in Duncanville, Texas, police responded to a report of a child left alone in a car on Gemini Avenue.
4244, I'm gonna attempt to break a window. Child has been thrown out.
Upon arrival, officers found a hot vehicle with a 1-year-old child strapped in a car seat, crying, sweating profusely, and vomiting. Acting quickly, an officer broke the passenger side window to rescue the child and placed them in a patrol car with air conditioning until paramedics arrived. The child's family later arrived at the scene.
It's okay. I know. What's the matter? I know. I'm sorry. I know. If y'all can try to make contact with the parent or something in there, I don't know. What is it?
The case was reported to Child Protective Services and referred to the Dallas County Grand Jury for potential prosecution.
I know.
Hey, Chief, are you on this bus?
In 2020, riots had erupted in New York City, causing chaos and unrest. Protesters, while demonstrating against social and political issues, attacked the police forces.
2207 dispatch 338.
4 NIP vehicles were set on fire and exploded right in the heart of the city, creating a terrifying scene. The situation was out of control, causing significant damage. The incident made it difficult for 50 fire crews to access the scene, as protesters blocked roads, preventing firefighters from performing their duties.
You got that one? Division 1, give the guys one more have you upper hand. Hey, Chief, are you on?
A firefighter narrowly avoided falling off a roof while on duty. On June 29, 2023, a massive fire broke out at a porcelain factory in Werl, Germany, raging for several hours. The flames spread rapidly, generating a massive column of smoke that engulfed the entire factory area. Firefighting units and emergency rescue teams were immediately dispatched to the scene during the night. However, despite all efforts to contain the fire, it continued to burn intensely, destroying 7 warehouses and only being brought under control by the morning of June 30th. The production area and all machinery were completely destroyed. The cause of the fire and the number of casualties have yet to be determined. On October 22, 2014, a fire broke out in the parking lot of Nassau Community College in Garden City, damaging multiple vehicles. The incident began when the seat of a car unexpectedly caught fire, while the driver was adjusting it, and the flames quickly spread to nearby vehicles.
About that car.
Firefighters arrived promptly, swiftly extinguishing the blaze and preventing further damage. Fortunately, no injuries were reported in the incident. On November 8, 2024, and sub exploded on 133rd Street in South Ocean Park, Queens, New York City. The vehicle was carrying compressed gas cylinders and lithium-ion batteries, one of which malfunctioned, triggering a massive explosion. The blast damaged at least 5 homes and 5 vehicles, prompting an urgent response from the fire department. Firefighters quickly secured the area, controlled gas leaks, and extinguished small fires caused by the explosion. Despite the significant damage, no injuries were reported. On December 15, 2019, a 7-Eleven truck caught fire while driving in Katori City, Japan. The fire quickly engulfed the entire vehicle, sending a thick plume of smoke billowing across the road. When firefighters arrived at the scene, the vehicle was completely burned. Thanks to their quick action, they were able to extinguish the fire in a short time, preventing further damage and casualties. The cause of the fire is still unknown. A fire broke out in a residential area in Subame, Japan, spreading with ferocity. The cause of the fire is still unknown, but the fire has completely engulfed one house. Neighboring homes are at serious risk as the fire threatens to spread. Firefighters have been working hard to contain the fire and prevent further damage. After a fierce battle, the fire was finally brought under control, but the extent of the damage is still unknown. On March 2, 2025, a major fire broke out on Woodside Road in Newark, New Jersey at approximately 1:15 a.m.
Got a 4-story attached to the second explosion.
The fire spread rapidly, affecting 4 residential buildings and forcing the evacuation of nearly 70 people. Firefighters fought to bring the fire under control after hours of fighting. The incident left several families homeless. 2 firefighters and 2 civilians suffered minor injuries, but were released from the hospital after treatment. On May 29, 2017, a massive fire broke out at the Sevrakima chemical plant in the Czech Republic. When firefighters arrived at the scene, intense flames and thick black smoke had already engulfed the area. The fire quickly spread to storage tanks containing 70 tons of highly flammable fuel, triggering multiple explosions. Concerned about the impact on nearby residential areas, authorities urgently evacuated local residents. After extensive efforts, firefighters managed to bring the blaze under control, but the plant suffered severe damage.
Oh no!
large fire broke out in a two-story residential area, requiring multiple fire and rescue teams.
Oh no! Oh my goodness! Look, oh no!
Los Angeles Fire Department LAF teams, including Light Force 64, Rescue 64, Rescue 57, Rescue 65, and Battalion 13, were deployed to Broadway and Century to tackle the blaze. Rescue 64 teams broke through the roof of the exposed area, while Rescue 57 worked to extinguish flames from cars and debris. Residents suspect that fireworks may have been the cause of this fire. The Los Angeles County Fire Department, Station 88, arrived at the scene and discovered 5 shrubs on fire, with strong winds fanning the flames. The fire was being pushed by sustained winds of about 35 miles per hour, with gusts reaching up to 70 miles per hour. Los Angeles County's aerial units dropped fire retardant to extinguish the flames. Unfortunately, one firefighter on the ground was struck. Fortunately, no fatalities were reported. Give a like to honor the bravery and resilience of this firefighter. Around 2:45 p.m. on May 14, 2022, Fullerton police and fire crews responded to reports of a large fire at 1300 West Valencia Avenue. Upon arrival, they discovered several palm trees were on fire, with flames quickly spreading to a nearby commercial office building. The fire also affected a parking lot with around 10 cars. Sparks flew, igniting a fire at a nearby mobile home, forcing residents in the mobile home park to evacuate. Fire crews requested assistance from surrounding agencies. One firefighter and one resident were hospitalized due to injuries and smoke inhalation. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. What do you think the cause of this incident was?
Panigale.
On August 6, 2018, a tanker explosion on the A14 highway in Bologna, Italy led to a major disaster, prompting an urgent firefighting response. The explosion occurred after the tanker collided with a truck carrying flammable solvents, causing intense flames that quickly spread to surrounding vehicles. Within minutes, 100 firefighters arrived to contain the inferno and prevent further damage. The massive explosion left 70 people injured and caused severe infrastructure damage to the highway.
When the vehicle exploded at around 12:50 p.m. and attending the scene on the bypass in Borgo Panigale.
The incident highlighted the dangers of transporting hazardous materials and the critical role of emergency responders in such life-threatening situations. The fire erupted fiercely and spread rapidly, engulfing everything in its path and plunging the Greenville community into panic. Hundreds of cars were burning intensely. Residents in the area were forced to leave their belongings behind and evacuate quickly to ensure their safety. Firefighters did their best to prevent the fire from spreading further, but the situation seemed almost helpless. The aftermath left behind a scene of devastation, reminding many of an apocalyptic scenario. What about you? How do you feel about this situation? On January 24, 2017, Miami firefighters were trying to open the back door of a van when a fire suddenly broke out. Luckily, they responded in time and extinguished the fire. On January 29, 2025, a regional jet from American Airlines collided with a military Black Hawk helicopter, resulting in the tragic loss of 67 lives. Authorities are still investigating the cause of this devastating aviation accident. The tragedy has raised concerns about potential risks at Reagan Airport, which has experienced several near-miss incidents over the years. On November 9, 2024, a generator fire sparked a massive blaze at a parking lot in Beirut, Lebanon. The flames spread rapidly, engulfing multiple vehicles and creating a dangerous situation. Firefighters arrived swiftly, working to extinguish the fire and evacuate nearby buildings to ensure public safety. Their quick response prevented further destruction and potential casualties. On July 7, 2018, a major fire broke out on Via Padova in Milan, Italy. The blaze started from a ground floor shop and quickly spread to the upper floors of the building, also engulfing two parked cars in front. A 118-member emergency team, including firefighters, police, and paramedics, was swiftly deployed to contain the fire and assist those affected. Six people were injured and were transported to the hospital in time for medical treatment. The exact cause of the fire remains undetermined. In September 2016, Waste Technology Thailand tested an explosion-proof firefighting robot. The robot is designed to operate in hazardous environments, helping to extinguish fires without endangering humans. The test demonstrated its flexible mobility, high durability, and firefighting efficiency, even on complex terrain. This technology is a major step forward in fire safety, reducing risks for firefighters and improving response to dangerous fires. On February 27, 2025, a school bus unexpectedly caught fire in Cleveland Heights. The incident occurred when flames erupted near the rear wheel of the bus, which was transporting 15 students to Monticello Middle School. The driver quickly noticed the fire and immediately evacuated all students before the flames engulfed the vehicle. Firefighters arrived promptly and extinguished the blaze. Fortunately, no one was injured. In 2020, a truck caught fire on Whitehorse Road in Greenville, South Carolina. The incident occurred when the vehicle suddenly burst into flames while leaving a gas station. By the time firefighters arrived, the fire had intensified, forcing them to act quickly to extinguish the blaze and prevent the risk of an explosion. Details regarding injuries and the cause of the fire remain unknown. In early March 2025, multiple wildfires broke out near Gatlinburg, Tennessee, particularly in the Pittman Center area. Fueled by strong winds and dry conditions, the fires spread rapidly, forcing authorities to order evacuations in the Cobley Knob area. Local firefighters worked tirelessly to extinguish the fires and protect homes and residents. Crews deployed and utilized advanced firefighting techniques to control the fires. Despite the extreme conditions, the coordinated effort saved many properties and ensured safe evacuations. At 9 p.m. on April 5, 2022, rescue personnel were dispatched to Seckham Lake in San Bernardino after receiving a report of a drowning incident.
Ambulance 205 at Autumn Ridge Apartments, 1036, South Riverside Avenue, Unit 194.
Upon arrival, firefighters discovered a man floating on the lake's surface, still conscious despite having been in the water for nearly 8 hours. The rescue team safely brought him to shore despite his resistance. The man was immediately transported to the hospital, but the cause of the incident remains unclear.
I'm sorry. Guys, why are you doing this to me, guys? What did I do to you guys? What did I do to you guys?
Oh, you dropped your camera battery in the water. Shut up.
At 9:15 a.m. on January 13, 2025, the Riverside Fire Department received a report of a vegetation fire at 1926 Spruce Street, Riverside, California. The fire quickly spread, prompting the activation of a third alarm, followed by a fourth alarm. The fire severely impacted traffic on both SP 215 and EB 91 freeways, with several cars being destroyed. The flames also spread uphill near the freeway. The cause of the fire is currently under investigation. December 28, 2016, a massive fire and multiple explosions broke out at 32 Whitesboro Street in Utica, New York. The fire broke out in a building that used to be a J.P. O'Brien plumbing supply facility, spreading rapidly and threatening nearby structures. Firefighters responded immediately to contain the raging fire and deal with the danger posed by the successive explosions. Authorities have launched an investigation to determine the cause and assess the extent of the damage. Fortunately, no casualties have been reported.
It's the third of the roof.
In the early morning hours of July 21st, 2024, a massive fire broke out at 331 Chandler Street in Detroit's North End neighborhood, quickly engulfing a two-story home.
It's the third of the roof.
Detroit firefighters responded to the scene, battling intense flames and the threat of further fire. Dozens of firefighters battled through thick smoke and intense heat to protect surrounding buildings. Despite their best efforts, they were unable to save one unfortunate victim inside. The cause of the fire is currently under investigation. A serious car fire occurred at the intersection of Trinity Street and 20th Street, prompting the Los Angeles Fire Department to respond quickly to extinguish the flames. The fire lasted for some time, completely consuming the vehicle in a sea of flames. The firefighters' mission was to prevent the fire from spreading to the surrounding area. Do you think this car can be repaired or reused? Firefighters quickly responded to a truck fire on I-77 in Charlotte in August 2022. A semi-truck carrying food products crashed into a concrete barrier and erupted into intense flames, fueled by its highly flammable cargo. Fire crews swiftly deployed firefighting tactics to contain the blaze, while the injured driver was promptly transported for medical care. The fire response required lane closures, but emergency teams worked efficiently to manage the situation as quickly as possible. The Wichita Fire Department in Wichita, Kansas, worked tirelessly to extinguish a severe fire that engulfed an apartment building.
Main EMS. Main body of the fire is going to be on 2 with extension up to the concrete. I need somebody to pull a second line to the trolley side and start washing that down.
The flames erupted violently from the second and third floors, spreading into the attic and roof as firefighters entered the building to put out the fire. The estimated structural damage is $200,000, along with $50,000 in damage to the contents inside the building.
We're going to move up to the 3rd floor with the second line. We got a primary in the fire department. I'm heading up to meet you now.
Although no fatalities were reported, 6 people, including 2 firefighters, were treated for injuries at the scene. With such significant damage, do you think the fire could have been prevented earlier if the building had a better fire protection system? A fire broke out a material yard. The fire threatened to spread, posing a threat to flammable materials and nearby buildings. Upon arrival, firefighters quickly assessed the situation and immediately deployed firefighting measures. Thanks to their timely action and professional coordination, they brought the fire under control in just a few minutes. Fortunately, the fire did not spread. There were no casualties and the damage was minor.
We got a working car fire for 75.
A vehicle suddenly caught fire right in front of a house. When the firefighters arrived at the scene, the flames had completely consumed the vehicle and were beginning to spread to the nearby house. Thanks to the quick and professional response of the firefighters, the fire was promptly contained, preventing it from spreading into the home. Fortunately, no one was in the vehicle. The initial cause is believed to be a leak from the engine, combined with hot weather, which caused the flames to ignite. On May 15, 2019, firefighters responded to a massive vehicle fire in Missouri. A semi-truck erupted into flames while traveling on I-270 instead. Lewis, with the fire spreading rapidly and producing thick black smoke visible from a distance, fire crews arrived quickly and managed to extinguish the blaze in time. During the firefighting operation, the roadway had to be temporarily closed. Fortunately, no injuries were reported. We are witnessing a close-up view of firefighters urgently extinguishing an aircraft fire. Their professional and highly experienced maneuvers are truly impressive. Firefighters faced a sudden smoke explosion during a fire training drill at an old house. Aftermath of the Pelissard fire left behind scenes of massive destruction along the coastal homes. Nearly all of the houses were burned to the ground, reduced to irreparable piles of ash. What thoughts or issues do these images make you reflect on? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. On February 19, 2021, a large fire broke out at the corner of 9th Street and N Mount Vernon Avenue in San Bernardino. Upon arrival, firefighters discovered heavy smoke and flames rising from the roof of a feed store. Despite efforts to contain the fire, it spread to a neighboring home goods store, though firefighters successfully prevented further significant damage. After 30 minutes, the fire was brought under control. No injuries were reported, but the feed store was completely destroyed. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. On June 2, 2015, in Austin, Texas, 3 people were injured in a car explosion at a shopping center parking lot.
Hey, y'all do me a favor, just come here for a second. Hey, car's fire.
According to police reports, a man intentionally detonated his vehicle, injuring 2 officers who attempted to intervene. Both officers were transported to the hospital for treatment, while the man's condition remained unclear. Following an investigation, authorities suspected the incident was likely an act of self-harm by the man. On October 22, 2024, a mobile home fire near Hot Springs, Arkansas sparked a wildfire along Interstate 30. The fire began around 1:45 p.m. when a mobile home caught fire on the roadside, with flames quickly spreading to surrounding grasslands and forests, burning approximately 35 acres. Fire crews from Clark County, Hot Spring County, and neighboring areas responded swiftly to contain the blaze. The fire caused significant traffic disruptions, but fortunately, no injuries or casualties were reported. Thanks to the rapid response of firefighters, the fire was brought under control before causing further devastation. One evening, a large fire broke out a paper recycling business at 900 East South Street, Anaheim. Anaheim firefighters, along with teams from the Orange County Fire Authority, Brea Orange, Ian Fullerton, quickly responded. The fire ignited in an outdoor dumpster and rapidly spread. Firefighters had to evacuate around 40 to 50 residents from a nearby apartment complex. The fire was extinguished by the following morning, with heavy equipment used to put out hotspots. The cause of the fire is under investigation, and no injuries were reported. On February 17, 2022, Brandon Fire Department responded to a large fire in the 4100 block of Victoria Avenue. Upon arrival, they found a 4-story apartment building under construction engulfed in heavy smoke and flames, with flames shooting from the 4th floor and roof, spreading across the city. Due to the combustible materials, the fire spread quickly, causing much of the structure to collapse within 30 to 45 minutes of firefighters arriving. Fire crews worked to contain the fire for several hours. Fortunately, there were no reports of injuries.
I got it. Go! Come on, baby. Come on. I got this.
The firefighters at 1234 Elm Street responded to an urgent call about a large fire in an apartment building.
Is anybody else in there? They're scared?
Upon arrival, they found that the fire had quickly spread and engulfed the upper floors. They immediately began firefighting efforts, upon discovering children trapped inside.
Where's they at?
They're in the back room.
Oh! Figure 19, I'm being told that there's kids and a female inside. We got people back here. Come to the window! Do we have a ladder or anything?
No, I don't have that.
Are they spraying fire?
The kids are in here.
Is there a ladder? Who else is in the room with her? Pull it. How do you frame? Pull it out. Come on. Tell him to come to the window.
You're still on channel 1. Are you want to switch over to item 7?
Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. I got it.
Go, 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 go! Come on, baby. Come on. I got you. Who else is up there? Okay. Where's your sister? I'm gonna go up front. I might have caught her. That's okay. I need medic. No, go up front. Is there another kid in there? There's not? Hey, come here, boss. There's a kid in here. There's a kid in here. Come out here. Come out here. Let me see. Let me see. Give me the baby. It's okay. It's okay. Get on out. Bye, Bear 16. I got the girl out.
They successfully rescued a girl and a boy and continued to search for more victims. Some people were unconscious and required medical care, despite the building sustaining significant damage. Fortunately, there were no fatalities. What do you think about the determination and bravery of the firefighters in this situation?
I'm good. I'm good.
On February 27, 2025, a fire broke out in a three-story house in Anchorage, Alaska. The fire spread quickly from one side of the building, burning several nearby vehicles. Anchorage Fire Department arrived on the scene and quickly began to put out the fire. Thanks to their quick response, firefighters were able to contain the fire in just a few minutes, preventing further damage. Fortunately, no one was injured. On November 11, 2023, a massive fire erupted at a storage yard beneath the 10 freeway in Los Angeles, forcing the complete closure of the highway. The Los Angeles Fire Department swiftly responded, deploying over 100 firefighters from 26 units to combat the blaze. The fire burned approximately 8 acres, causing significant structural damage. Fortunately, no injuries were reported. The 10 freeway remained closed for several days as crews worked on necessary repairs and safety inspections. Firefighters responded to a massive fire at the Walmart Distribution Center in Plainfield, Indiana, on March 16, 2022.
Operation Line 141, we are flowing on the Charlie Hill corner now.
Upon arrival, they faced an intense blaze spreading rapidly through the 1.2 million square foot facility. Fire suppression efforts were challenging due to extreme heat, thick smoke, and the warehouse's vast space. After extensive efforts, the fire was finally extinguished. Fortunately, no injuries were reported, but the facility was completely destroyed, leading to its permanent closure. On the afternoon of Saturday, October 8, 2022, a serious fire broke out on the third floor of a law office building at 215N D Street, San Bernardino, California. Upon arrival, firefighters found the flames had already spread extensively, prompting them to elevate the alarm to a third level to mobilize additional personnel and resources. After approximately 60 minutes of effort, the fire was fully contained. Fortunately, no injuries or casualties were reported.
Who else is inside the house?
There's a kid inside. Owen! Come to the window, baby! Grab my hand!
Serious fire broke out in Hillsborough County. When firefighters arrived, they were informed of a child trapped in the bedroom of the house.
Watch your face.
Right here, baby!
Come out.
Right here, baby! Come on, baby!
There. Where does he sleep in there?
Right here!
Where is
He
it?
sleeps right there. Owen! Come to the window, baby! Grab my hand! Owen, this
Hey.
way! Come to the light, Owen!
Come over to the light. Stick your
Come to
hands
the
out.
light, Owen!
Buddy, come to the light.
Where you at, bud? Come to the light right here. Where you at?
Hey, buddy, right here, right here, right here. Kyle, come here, get up.
Determined to save the child, the firefighters broke the window and successfully rescued the child. During the rescue operation, they faced the risk of smoke inhalation, but remained focused and persistent in taking care of the victim's health.
Right here. Come here. Come here. Reach out to us. Keep coming. Come on, come here. Give me your hand. Come on. Come on, bud.
Slow down, slow down.
Hey, bud.
Buddy, talk to me. Talk to me.
Hey, you all right?
Just grab the airbag. Just grab an airbag.
They're coming.
Baby, you're okay.
Anybody else inside the house?
You're okay.
Where's the homeowner? Nobody else is in there.
Thank you, God, thank you. God, thank you. God, thank you. God, thank you.
Here, just roll over on your
They're
side.
bringing oxygen right now.
Just roll over on your side. Just stay in the recovery. There you go.
The child was immediately given medical assistance, and fortunately there were no fatalities. If you could send a message to these brave men, what would you say? Please share your thoughts in the comments below.
Hey, bud.
Let's get him. Yeah, let's go.
On March 30th, 2014, a car fire occurred in Bensalem Township, Pennsylvania. Eddington Fire Department responded to the scene within minutes. The fire engulfed part of the car, but firefighters were able to extinguish the fire before it spread. Thanks to their quick and effective response, no one was injured in the incident.
Get back!
On September 8th, 2019, a major fire broke out at a Hardee's restaurant in Logansport, Indiana.
Get back!
The incident began when a delivery truck hit a power line while backing up, causing a spark that quickly led to a fire. Firefighters arrived quickly to bring the fire under control. Notably, several firefighters were able to escape in time as the fire raged inside the building. Fortunately, no one was injured. On February 22, 2025, a gas explosion occurred at Stephen's Auto Parts, an auto parts store in Hutchinson, Kansas. Firefighters detected a gas leak underground at Avenue E and Main Street, prompting an evacuation of the downtown area. Just before the explosion, firefighters evacuated the store, narrowly avoiding injury. Fortunately, no casualties were reported. blast completely destroyed the building, and fire crews worked through the night to extinguish the remaining flames. Authorities are currently investigating the cause of the explosion. On September 19, 2022, a major fire broke out at the gray Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Service Center on West Main Street in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. The fire quickly engulfed the building, causing the roof to collapse and destroying many of the vehicles inside. More than 100 firefighters from 10 units responded to the intense fire, preventing further damage. Thanks to the quick and effective response, firefighters were able to contain the fire, preventing a larger disaster. The cause of the fire is still unknown. A devastating fire broke out at the Bursum fuel storage facility in Veselkovsky, Kyivskaya, Ukraine on June 8, 2015.
По всему периметру.
The blaze started while petroleum was being pumped through a hose and quickly spread, engulfing a total of 17 fuel tanks containing approximately 14,000 tons of fuel. During firefighting efforts, a catastrophic explosion occurred, claiming the lives of at least 5 people. By the morning of June 9th, several tanks were still burning, sending flames as high as 50 meters and completely destroying the oil depot. This tragedy not only forced the evacuation of nearby residents, but also severely disrupted fuel supplies, marking one of the worst industrial fires in Ukraine's history.
Все указанные моменты приводили к тому, что катастрофа рано или поздно была неизбежна.
A truck suddenly burst into flames on a deserted road in Lake Township. Oh! By the time firefighters arrived at the scene, the fire had spread, engulfing the entire vehicle. Fortunately, since the area was not heavily trafficked, the blaze did not affect residents or other vehicles. Firefighters quickly implemented fire suppression measures, and thankfully, no one was injured in the incident.
Okay, what's going on?
On the I-10 near the I-95 exit in Jacksonville, Florida, a truck caught fire, sending thick black smoke billowing over the roadway.
Left lanes. Starcom, fire 4, go ahead and start. 4 tankers coming. Command, tanker 57 en route.
The Jacksonville Fire Department responded swiftly, arriving at the scene as flames had already consumed most of the cabin. Fortunately, the driver managed to escape before the fire engulfed the entire vehicle.
Training 10, fire 5. Go ahead, Chief. Hey, is it just the cab on that end?
I'm waiting for the smoke to clear to tell you for sure.
Gotcha, they're going to the back of this right now. I just want to acknowledge. Ask me what he's got in the back of this thing. Take train.
Alright.
For me, please. Acknowledge, man. Command by notified. Acknowledge.
Thanks to the prompt response of the firefighters, the blaze was quickly brought under control, minimizing damage and allowing for smooth cleanup operations. A car suddenly caught fire and exploded in Chelyabinsk, Russia, in 2018. The flames quickly engulfed the entire vehicle, burning fiercely. Firefighters arrived promptly and contained the blaze before it could spread further. It was reported that the car was carrying gas-powered equipment, and during the firefighting efforts, a gas cylinder exploded, causing a powerful shock wave. Fortunately, no one was injured, but the car was completely destroyed, leaving only a charred frame behind. At around 12:10 p.m. on October 13, 2021, Anaheim firefighters responded to a reported structure fire at 200 North Shakespeare Street. Upon arrival, they discovered heavy smoke and flames coming from the garage of a house, which had spread to the attic. Firefighters quickly began battling the blaze and were able to contain the fire without any casualties. A large wildfire broke out at the foothills of Brocken in the Harz mountain ranges, Germany. To control the flames, 3 Sikorsky C-8 helicopters, along with other aircraft, made continuous flights between Konnersberg and Vermerg to collect water and drop it on the fire. Large red containers, each with a capacity of up to 5,000 liters, were used to extinguish the fire in an attempt to prevent it from spreading further. What other firefighting methods do you think could be more effective than this approach? A driver narrowly escaped a serious accident while driving on a highway in Los Angeles on February 21, 2025. The Los Angeles Fire Department quickly arrived at the scene after receiving reports of the incident. According to initial investigations, a concrete chunk believed to have fallen from an overpass crashed through the windshield into the driver's seat, injuring the driver. The victim was transported to the hospital for treatment, while authorities continue to investigate the cause of the incident. On April 17, 2024 in San Francisco, a dump truck burst into flames, threatening the safety of the area. Before the fire department could arrive, a tanker truck suddenly appeared and quickly sprayed water to put out the fire. The identity of the driver has not yet been determined, but this timely action helped control the fire, preventing further damage. A generous and compassionate act demonstrating the spirit of helping in the community.
Выпрыгивай! Прыгай!
On the afternoon of September 21st, 2014, a serious multi-vehicle accident followed by a fire occurred in Udmurtia, Russia.
Козельку дай, козельку!
around 2 p.m. on a road near the village of Alexandrov, a truck collided with another vehicle, triggering a chain reaction that led to 7 additional vehicles crashing. The impacted vehicle caught fire, trapping the driver inside with no chance of escape. The flames quickly spread to the truck. Despite the efforts of bystanders, the victim did not survive. Firefighters extinguished the blaze while police continued to investigate the cause of the accident. Just after midnight on June 20th, 2021, firefighters responded to a fire at the Mountain Sun Apartments in Washington. Upon arrival, they found heavy smoke and flames coming from the front of the building. Firefighters had difficulty searching the interior of the building, requiring them to use ladders to gain access. Dozens of people were evacuated during the fire, and one person was taken to the hospital. On January 24, 2018, a school bus fire in Anderson County, South Carolina forced the evacuation of more than 30 students. No one was injured, but the 23-year-old bus was completely destroyed. The flames are out, but the story stays with us. We have many more firefighter stories to share with you, so stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, and see you next time.